Imagine this. You wake up in America where, for one night every year, all crime is legal. No cops, no ambulances, no help, only the siren, only survival. For 12 straight hours, you can do anything, and I mean anything, without consequence. Murder? Legal. Torture? Encouraged. You could burn your neighbor alive while he begs, and the law would thank you for your patriotism. And the craziest part? It's not chaos. It's not rebellion. It's order. This isn't anarchy. It's government-sanctioned extermination. The US government calls it a cleansing ritual, a necessary violence. But let's be real. It's genocide in a tuxedo. And tonight, Los Angeles is the arena. This is Purge night. It's March 21st, 6:13 p.m. Less than 6 hours to go before the world flips inside out. The city holds its breath like it's bracing for an earthquake. In a convenience store, a woman double bags protein bars while her son nervously clutches a toy gun. The cashier's eyes flick constantly between the clock and the door. Behind him, a shotgun hangs under a faded sign that reads, "No refunds after 6 p.m. on March 21st. Steel shutters scream down over liquor stores. Gas stations are barricaded with cinder blocks. A man on a ladder frantically welds shut his own front door while his daughter watches from the window, hands shaking, lips whispering prayers. News anchors smile through gritted teeth. The same script every year. Please remember, stay inside. Trust the system. And may God be with you all. But everyone knows, the system isn't coming to save you. Downtown, Eva Sanchez clocks out of her shift at a greasy, fluorescent-lit diner. The kind where the walls sweat and the floor never stops being sticky. Burnt grease clings to her clothes like smoke after a fire. Her back aches, but adrenaline gives her legs. She pushes through the night crowd. People yelling, horns blaring, last-minute sirens shrieking across intersections. She doesn't stop. She can't stop. Not with her daughter alone at home. In their apartment, high above the city, Callie sits cross-legged on a torn-up couch. The TV plays a polished government ad. A voiceover hums. Through unity, through sacrifice, we purge to protect peace. Footage plays of smiling soldiers, families hugging, fireworks in the sky. But Callie's eyes are stone. On the table in front of her are protest flyers, half shredded. One reads, "The purge is eugenics." Then, the door opens. Eva bursts in, breathless. Locks click, chains slide into place. They embrace. But it's not relief, it's a countdown. Something's off. Rico's not home. His room? Empty. The bed untouched. Closet half empty. Then Eva sees it, a folded letter on the kitchen table. She unfolds it slowly, like a bomb. Inside, a contract. He sold himself. Volunteered to be purged by a rich family. Traded his life for a wire transfer. Blood money. Eva stumbles. Callie screams. Rage and grief choke her like smoke. The system didn't just take him. It convinced him he was disposable. Across town, Shane and Liz bicker beneath the humming lights of a supermarket aisle. The shelves are half empty. Their carts full of random survival junk. Batteries, tuna cans, duct tape. Their marriage is fraying at the seams. Words hang heavy. Accusations half swallowed. They don't speak as they load their car. But the moment Shane turns the key, nothing. Silence. He tries again. Click. The dash has been gutted. Wires dangle like veins. Across the street, on the rooftop of a derelict apartment block, silhouettes watch them. Still, grinning, masks glowing faint in the dusk. Predators. The purge hasn't started, but the hunt has. Elsewhere, Leo Barnes sits in silence. His apartment is Spartan. Too clean, like a tomb. Every wall holds a photo of the same boy, smiling. Frozen in time. Leo doesn't look at them. He looks at the folder in front of him. Inside, an address. A face. His target. He loads his weapons with the care of surgeon. Clips snap into place. Knives slide into sheaths. Bulletproof armor buckled tight. He looks in the mirror, and what stares back isn't a man. It's judgment. Outside, the light fades. And then, the sirens wail. The emergency broadcast system flares to life. This is not a test. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all. And just like that, the purge begins. Downtown erupts, fireworks, gunfire, screams. A man in a business suit sets himself on fire. Another drags a sledgehammer down the street, laughing. Blood spatters across a bakery's windows. No one's baking tonight. At Eva's apartment, masked intruders flood the hallway. Government-grade weapons. Military tactics. These aren't thrill killers, they're professionals. Doors burst open. Screams echo. Eva and Callie are taken at gunpoint, thrown into a black van. But just as the doors close, gunfire. Lau. He tears through the squad like a machine. Headshots. Body shots. No mercy. He rips the doors open and yells, "Move!" They don't hesitate. They speed through the burning streets. A city in collapse. Pedestrians are hunted in alleys. Families gunned down in their driveways. A man screams for help, then falls silent. They pass a man tied to a streetlight, his mouth taped, a sign around his neck that reads, "Purge your bait." A group of teenagers throw Molotovs at him as they drive by. In a shadowy alley, a man sells homemade armor to terrified civilians. Duct-taped metal plates, makeshift shields. One woman screams when her child wanders too far into the dark. He doesn't come back. Ahead, Shane and Liz run for their lives. The bikers are closing in. Leo hits the brakes. Get in. No questions. Just instincts. They swerve past barricades. Every direction is chaos. They pass a school turned into a death arena. Men in clown masks swing chainsaws at terrified teens. Fire hydrants burst in red mist. A purger slams a body onto their hood. Leo floors it. In the distance, a helicopter circles, broadcasting the carnage live on a government channel, calling it a celebration of American spirit. They drive past a wealthy district with massive steel walls. Safe. Untouched. Champagne glasses clink behind glass. The elite watch the chaos like a movie. They find momentary shelter in an apartment complex. A family friend lets them in. Shaky smiles. Nervous laughter. It feels like a pause. It isn't. Minutes later, mercs break down the door. They're sold. Captured. Bagged and tagged. When they wake up, they're somewhere new. Sterile. Cold. Silent. An auction house. Rich people clap as they're paraded out. Each of them is bought like cattle. They're dropped into a fake city block, a murder playground. Armed elites take their positions. The hunt begins. But Leo flips the game. He dismantles the elite, turns their weapons against them. No one is safe from him. Then, the wall explodes. Carmelo, dressed in black, leading the resistance. They torch the entire operation. Free everyone. Plant explosives. Burn the greed to the ground. They escape through the sewers. The city above them is still burning. Resistance fighters lead survivors into safe zones marked with graffiti. Fight back. In the tunnels, they find others, injured, limping but alive. The resistance carries them, shields them, fights for them. It's more than survival now. It's rebellion. Back on the road, Leo hotwires a half-torched SUV. They drive past a field of crosses, each one hung with a body. The horror never stops. But they do, when they spot a little girl on the roadside. Alone, crying, blood on her face. Callie leaps out before anyone can stop her. She grabs the girl, shields her just as gunfire erupts. It's a trap. Leo floors it. They crash through fencing into a scrapyard. A deadly maze of shadows and rusted metal. Purgers hunt them like wolves. One by one, Leo eliminates them, methodical, brutal. But it costs them. Shane takes a hit. He's bleeding bad. Liz holds him, whispering their old memories. Their first kiss. The song that played at their wedding. As his eyes fade, she sobs. Not because he's dying, but because they never fix things. The final siren scream. The purge ends. But not really. Because this year, something changed. People didn't just hide. They stood up. They fought. They remembered who the real enemy is. And as the sky brightens and Leo disappears into the horizon, one last thought hangs in the air. Next year, the purge won't be a tradition. It'll be a revolution. Smash that like button, comment your purge survival strategy, and subscribe to Recap Scope for more intense recaps just like this. Because surviving one night of hell is just the beginning.